First, take a moment and read over the addition and subtraction properties of equality, and notice why we can use the elimination method to solve systems of equations. We are asked to find the solution of the system, and for this system, we are going to use the elimination method. And what we want to focus on are our coefficients of each of our variables. So if we look at what our numbers are in front of each of our variables to see what is the easiest to eliminate, what can we make to become 0? So if we have these lined up, and this one's a pretty easy one just for demonstration purposes. So we have these lined up, and x plus x equals 2x. Notice I go from top to bottom, just like a good old-timey 2 plus 2, back when you learned 2 plus 2 is 4. We're just going top to bottom. Remember those good old days? So I can just erase this now. That's what we're doing here. Keeping it simple, keeping it real. All right, now look here. Look what happens when we have a plus 1y and a minus 1y. Ooh, this is going to become 0. And that is the whole goal of the elimination method, is to figure out what we can cancel out and to figure out where we can eliminate our coefficients and make the y or the x opposites. So this will become 0, and so our y's are gone. And then what is left is 2 plus 4 equals 6. So look at that. Now we can solve for x, and we divide by 2 on each side, and x will equal 3. Wow. So we know what our x is going to be in this solution. Now, if I go back and I erase all of this that I did from before, and to figure out what my y is going to be, all I have to do now is to just plug it in for y in either one of my equations. So now, since I know x is going to be 3, I'm just going to plug my 3 in. I'll just plug it into my first equation right here. So I'm going to have 3 plus y equals 2. And then I'm going to solve it. Subtract 3 from each side, and I'm going to get y equals a -1. So my answer to this system of equations, the solution to the system would be 3, -1. And that's where those two equations will intersect. Now we have one that is a little bit more difficult. We are going to have to figure out how we're going to make the coefficients in either the x or the y's become 0. In order to be able to use the elimination method here, we are either going to have to, 1, multiply this whole equation by 2 so that we can eliminate the y's here. That's one option. Another option could be to multiply this top equation by a -1. Then we could eliminate our x's. So you have two ways you could use the elimination method. So you could multiply the constant to change the coefficients. So let's choose the one I have on the screen. So what that's going to change this top equation to, if I multiply by -1, it's going to end up being negative x minus 2y equals -3. Because remember, I have to multiply it by every single number. So, and then I'm just going to bring down my next equation. And then I can use my elimination method. So a negative x plus x, those will cancel out. Negative 2y minus y equals negative 3y equals negative 3 plus 6 equals 3. And then all you have to do, divide by -3 and a -3, and your y is going to equal a -1. So now that we know what our y will be, we can plug -1 in for y and solve for x. So I'm going to just go to the second equation just to remind ourselves what a negative times a negative will be. So if I take x minus a -1 is going to equal 6. Remember, that becomes a plus. So I'm going to have x plus 1 equals 6. So my x value will be, I'm going to subtract 1 from each side, will equal 5. So my solution to this system, my answer, my final answer will be 5, -1. Now, you may be wondering, why don't I do it by the multiplying by 2 way, just to show you that that would work just as easily. So if I multiply by 2 for the bottom equation, 2, so that I could cancel out my y's using that elimination method, I'm going to multiply by 2 for every single term in this equation. So when I rewrite this, my top equation does not change, but my bottom one will. So 2 times x becomes 2x, 2 times a -y becomes -2y, and 2 times 6 becomes 12. Now we just have, it's a little bit different look, but we should get the same answer. X plus 2x becomes 3x. The y's will cancel out this time, equals, and then we're going to have 3 plus 12 is going to equal 15, and our x is still 5. So that's our first part. Now we are going to plug in 5, and let's plug it into the top one. Just a little something different. So if I have 5 plus 2y equals 3, I subtract 5 from both sides. I'm going to get 2y equals -2, and so y will equal -1. So again, I get the same answer, just a different strategy. And you may choose multiplying by 2. And so it just depends on what your preference is. Either one is acceptable. Okay, our last example. Now we're looking at this, looking at our coefficients for x and y to see which one that would be the easiest where we can make it to become 0 to use our elimination method. Well, we're going to kind of look through here. We have 3, 9, and 3, and we have 2, 3, and 2. Well, I'm zoning in right here on my 3 and my 9s because I can multiply by 3 to get that to become a 9. So let's do that. All right, so we've decided we're going to eliminate the y's by multiplying this whole equation by 3. So we're going to do 3 times 2x. That becomes 6x. 3 times negative 3y, which becomes negative 9y. And then 3 times negative 2, which equals negative 6. So note that 3 times, I did here, 6x, and don't forget the negative and the negative. You have to be very careful with your signs. That's why we want to show all our work. And then we're just going to bring this down, negative 3x plus 9y equals 3. Note that you can see right away that the negative and the positive, negative 9y plus a positive 9y, those are going to cancel. 6 minus 3, that's going to end up with 3 x's. Negative 6 plus 3, that's going to equal negative 3. So then you'll be left with x equals negative 1. Now moving on, we are going to have to plug our x in for y. So I'm going to erase. And it's your choice which equation you might want to work with. I think I'm going to work with this one because it doesn't have any real tricky negatives. I mean, it does, but we can handle it. So I'm going to have 2 times negative 1 minus 3y equals negative 2. Now we are going to have negatives in front of all of our terms here. So now we're going to have negative 2 minus 3y equals negative 2. So as I browse, and I'm going to kind of scan just to double check to make sure I did all my work correctly. Now I'm going to add 2 to each side. Bring down this negative because all that cancels out is here. So I leave my negative, bring it down, and then I'm going to add 2 to each side. But when I have a negative 2 plus 2, that's going to equal 0. Remember, 0 divided by negative 3 will equal 0. So my solution answer is negative 1, 0. Just a tip, remember you can check all your answers on your graphing calculator, but you must show all your work. And use the elimination method only. Good luck. Have fun.